Human nature. The Oxford English Dictionary defines the term as the way of behaving, thinking, and feeling that is shared by most people, and is considered to be normal. And nothing fits this description more than our innate feeling of curiosity. As a society, we observe everything and pick up on the tiniest details. It's our drive to look at the world around us and try and solve its mysteries. What does the Voynich manuscript say? What's inside Area 51? Where exactly is Waldo? Who even really is W.D. Gaster? So now I, Agent Random, am here to bring you the next step in history itself. I'm here to tell you the tale of one man and one vest. After teasing you with it in nearly every video that I make, I finally wish to bring to you the definitive proof that in the World Ends With You series, Tosai Furusawa and Sane Hanekoma are one in the same. Look y'all, I have been preaching the truth ever since Fret's design was first revealed, but they called me a madman. And by they, I mean this podcast ends with you.
A note, Agent not Hanekoma Random.
Fret isn't Hanekoma! I mean, I looked at the sprites really closely, and I'm pretty sure that's Hanekoma.
That's
Yeah.
sir.
I'm pretty, you know,
Stop it.
But no more! No more. So let's begin. Like I've mentioned, it all starts with the vest. They have the same one. It's identical. Same buckle on the back and everything. Okay, but whatever. For some people, that clear and undeniable evidence means nothing. But you know what's harder to ignore? The way he treats Nagi. Or more specifically, his nickname for her. He calls her Boss. And how does Hanekoma refer to his customers in the original game?
Thanks, boss.
Yeah. And you think that's all? Because one of Hanekoma's most notable traits is his affinity for coffee. Or I guess more specifically beans, but coffee. And would you look at that? Guess who just loves the coffee that they serve up at Hachiko Cafe? Must remind him of his own cafe that he worked over at Cat Street, where Fret says that he's always wanted to work. And to go even deeper, let's take a look at the social network. The social network is essentially the replacement for the sticker system from the first game. Both of them unlock various abilities and features like other difficulties, for example. And there's even some light continuity between the two. Like for example, Shou's node on the social network unlocks hard mode and his sticker in the first game does the same. So how fitting is it that Mr. Furusawa unlocks easy mode in the social network just like his sticker did back when he was going by Mr. Hanekoma? It's obvious, it's clear as day. Obviously, the same guy. So, Square Enix, I know that you can hear me. Your secret's been exposed. So just go ahead. You have nothing to hide anymore. Just make it canon. Unless, maybe this is just the start. Maybe I haven't yet unlocked the full truth. Because if Hanekoma can take on one other face, who's to say he can't take on more? I mean, does this kinda outfit show up anywhere else in the Square Enix canon? No way. Axel is Fret. Is Hanekoma. The fashion sense is identical. What's more, listen to these lines of dialogue. Or how about the voice itself? Axel is voiced by Quentin Flynn, and his brother, Bart Flynn, just so happens to be the voice of Hanekoma. But wait, that would mean that Kingdom Hearts is canon to The World Ends With You, and the World Ends With You cast appears in Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance, along with a mural by Cat. And yet, we never actually see Hanekoma. Where was he? Must have been taking frequent trips back to Radiant Garden to keep tabs on the rest of his Organization 13 buddies. And what game was Axel introduced in? Only the Kingdom Hearts game, all about being reminded of stuff, of course. But I can hear you asking already. How does this align with the canon of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate? I mean, Axel is clearly there as a spirit. How could an angel be taken out by Galeem only to become such a weak spirit? Well, obviously he wasn't an angel yet. Axel's fight in Chain of Memories has nothing on his fight in The World Ends With You. He must have become an angel after. And if Axel is Hanekoma, why stop there? Because, I mean, Sylvain from Fire Emblem Three Houses is basically just Axel with shorter hair. Sylvain even also has an edgy best friend with blue hair. Sylvain even says the thing!
I've got them all memorized anyway.
Sylvain is Axel, is Fret, is Hanekoma. This is the true young Hanekoma, back when he was quite the ladies' man. Oh heck yes, I knew the World Ends With You was a Persona 5 spin-off. And you know what else Sojiro says about his younger self? That he was similar to Joker. And if we assume that the World Ends With You took place in 2007 like it does, sometimes, and that Persona 5 takes place in 2016, then Hanekoma, who also became a criminal for doing the right thing, is technically a younger Sojiro. The two coffee dads are actually one coffee dad. And if I recall correctly, Sojiro has a soft spot for cats. I mean, you gotta respect the brand. I too have a soft spot for all BlackJupiters. So if we're keeping track of the timeline so far, someone named Sylvain Jose Gautier was born, fast traveled to Radiant Garden where he took the name Lee, he became a nobody and changed his name to Axel, got recompleted, became an angel, and moved to Shibuya to become its producer under the new name and face of Hanekoma. Then got out of town after becoming a criminal where he went back to being Axel. Somebody acts as Axel and he goes back to Tokyo, this time with a new face. So he calls himself Sojiro before finally changing face again when he dons his old vest and becomes Fret. His last three forms even have the same pose. Sojiro is Sylvain, is Axel, is Fret, is Hanekoma. And actually, if Hanekoma's cool with opening 2 coffee shops, who says he doesn't open a 3rd? That's right, Rooster from Animal Crossing is his noise form. I mean, come on, Panthera Cantus already has 2 different appearances, a 3rd can't hurt. Or how about a 4th? I mean, we now know that he can be a bird, so therefore he can also be Red from Angry Birds. Hanekoma was once a diligent soldier fighting the good fight to protect his eggs. Wait, egg? Good eggs? Good Egg Galaxy? The stage in Super Mario Galaxy? Hanekoma is Mario! We know that he's a man with many skills, and what's a better way to disguise yourself than as the most famous jack of all trades in gaming? With a spectacular red and blue color scheme, Hanekoma... Wait, spectacular? The spectacular Spider-Man! Of course! Back in his youth, Hanekoma lived on the edge fighting crime and spinning webs! I bet he vents Sorindo every time they go out to lunch about how he didn't get a 3rd season! Okay. Deep breaths. I, might have gone a bit far. So maybe Hanekoma isn't everyone. Maybe even if there are so many weird details that we're able to link between 2 people, it doesn't actually have to mean anything. Maybe I should just take a step back and look at myself. Maybe there's no need to dive into who Hanekoma is and who he was. Maybe I should just take it easy. Relax. Both Fret and Hanekoma on their own are some of my favorite characters in the entire series, each based on their own merits. But I won't lie, I've had an absolute blast finding every conceivable way to link these 2 together. And it all began with that stupid vest. Just a bunch of pixels on my screen. Wait. No. Gaster was actually Hanekoma, was Fret all along. There really is no end to this.